everyone, my name is John Westling, aka the Blackish Butler, and you're about to see a little sneak preview of my channel. And if you like what you see, I hope you subscribe, and I'll just talk a little bit after it's done. So thank you, and enjoy.
Why do most people play video games? Well, it's usually because they want to be entertained, want to escape from the perpetuality of realism, or just straight up bored. Out of all of those reasons listed, the one I find myself going to the most is that I want to be entertained. And most games do give me that to a certain degree. But sometimes, even when I'm having a great time and enjoying myself, I find aspects in certain video games that make me become pissed off beyond belief. It is when these moments show up that I almost instantly take a disliking to that segment of the game, or sometimes even the entire game as a whole. So, since I've encountered so damn many of these moments, I decided to make a list surrounding them. So, remember something. There are no rules for this list. Yup, that's right. I'm letting my full force of rage go through here. And if you know me, you know I have lots of rage to let loose. Nothing is safe from exception on this list. Anything that I've encountered that I just find hateable can be on here. But, just to have one cheery thing in this video before the anger, here's me saying something very happy.
I like cake. It's very delicious.
One such series is The Legend of Zelda. Over time, the Zelda series has put out some of the best games that I've honestly ever played. And after going back to play Skyward Sword, I have to say, it's not very different there. You could probably expect that there would still be something in this game that I found really annoying. And you would be right. Even though I now see the game in a whole new light and can actually appreciate it better, the one thing I still found very dislikable all around was your companion and guide of the game, Fee. I personally find Fee's biggest problem to be her design choices. She will constantly spit out pointless information that you honestly could already detect. Fee herself also seems to have a really hateable personality. She's like Hooters McPointless over here, but a fairy! Fee's attitude also seemed like it could have really used a recheck. She's a robot. I don't know any other way to say it. She simply is, in every aspect of the word, a robot. Not only that, but sometimes I like to think that just a tiny piece of Fee is getting shot out, and slowly by slowly, it's killing and destroying her. Uh-oh, was that out loud? There are honestly lots of things in this game that could be eligible for the list, such as Ermac, the Challenge Tower, or how some of the plot elements in this game seem to be pretty nonsensical and thrown in at the last minute. Now, before you go jumping down my throat for this, let me tell you something. I'm not talking about the arcade mode of Shao Kahn. That one is fine. If anything, I think it's one of the more entertaining arcade final bosses out of all of the Mortal Kombat games because it does seem to follow all of the rules that a good final boss needs to. No. I'm talking about the final boss of the campaign. Shao Kahn is the cheapest boss in the entirety of the game. He will constantly spam his moves over and over again to the point of near insanity. Your X-ray moves also have zero effect on him. They did on everyone else, and even in a previous boss fight with him, but not here. And the thing that cements this fight onto the list is the fact that you had already fought Shao Kahn in an earlier fight where he was not nearly this hard. It just seems really cheap in my eyes. BioShock Infinite really takes the expression video games are art and goes over the top with it. This game has so many great elements to it, such a gripping narrative, so many great characters. I just love it so much! You actually first meet the handyman not in combat, but at the beginning of the game. Instead, you randomly come out of a building and find one waiting for you. Once you see him, you are immediately thrust into battle with this huge hulking massive machine. So you have no way to see it coming unless you get very lucky. And for being a huge robot, he sure does seem to be pretty damn mobile. As a young butler, I was obsessed with the retro age of gaming. Then my nostalgia bar had an overload explosion when DuckTales Remaster was announced at E3 to come out in a few months. I was shocked, and a bounty of memories flooded back to me, and we reached the boss, which is the Yeti. And I won't lie, it's pretty fun. There is a pattern involved, and it is honestly one of the better bosses in the game. But right when you're about to finish it off, Webby comes in and tells you the whole reason that she, yes, the Yeti's a she, was even attacking you was because she stepped on something and hurt her foot. Scrooge goes under the snow and finds the crown he's been looking for. And after that, the level finally ends. When I say finally, I mean it. This is probably the longest stage in the entire game, and no matter how much I tell you about it, it won't do it justice. Tricky platforming, enemies with really difficult patterns, and you can't use your pogo stick. You know, your attack, unless you land right on the people you're trying to kill. This level is honestly just really frustrating. Yeah! Star Fox is honestly one of the best space shooters that I've ever played. Its flaws may be many by today's standards, but there are still many things that I enjoy about this fantastic game. Well, for starters, what the hell is this? Now, this is one that is very personal to me. This race was the bane of my very existence for several months. Yes, you heard me right. I was stuck on this part of the game alone for months. You would automatically assume that this was simply a race that you had to win and would be evenly matched. Well, too bad. This is a race in some right, as you do have to win. Although it's very different from your traditional race in the fact that you can ram into your opponents to utterly destroy them. Oh wait, did I say can? Well, let me rephrase that. You have to ram into your opponents. You can try cheat codes. You can try to abuse glitches in the game's design. Or you can even try to win. But they will always have some sort of advantage over you.
John, focus!
I can't! This game is just so damn frustrating!
Okay, I'll help you with this. Just calm the hell down.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay then,
John, you son of a bitch.
What?
How dare you talk about something so incredibly rage-inducing and not invite me or Logan?
But Dark Souls is a special case. Here, it's not the player's fault every time they die. In fact, most times it's due to complete and utter bullshit like skeletons at the beginning of the game doing just about as much damage as enemies near the end of a usual game would.
But there's one place that this game thrives in, which is the customization. There are literally hundreds upon thousands of different things you can do to make your character look unique. But oh wait, that's right, as soon as you actually start the game, you are transformed into an undead ghoul, which means any time you put into creating your character is wasted.
And while it is true that you can recover your character by collecting humanity, it is a slow, tedious process which takes place throughout the entirety of the game.
Quarter guy, what you doing?
What do you think?
Sally, get down! Oh my god!
Oh god. What have I done? There's only one way I can fix this.
Quarter guy, no! It's not worth it!
Goodbye.
Oh my god! Quarter guy! Sally! They're both dead! Oh my god! I'm over it.
This game! Oh, this game! I personally think... No. You know what? No! I'm sick and tired of building things up. Because honestly, you already know what I'm talking about. Little Horn is honestly nothing but Simon Says. It is the same pattern every time you play it. And so you just have to keep fighting him over and over and over and over and over again until you know the pattern in your sleep.
I'm the Black Butler. And if you'll excuse me, I got 2 dead bodies you gotta go take care of.
Still alive, bitches!
You, Adam. So that was like a combination of the best moments. It included a few whole segments, but it was mostly broken up into, you know, just best moments. If you could subscribe to my channel, that would be great. I'm not sure how K-Mac's gonna set this all up. That'd be fantastic if you subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. I would love you all. No homo, just kidding. But if you could subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. And I'd like to give a big thank you to K-Mac for even allowing me to do this at all for allowing me to put this on his channel so you can see. So thank you very much, and